coming to the next question, and that is, I have been a student of Islamic knowledge, and how much ever I have studied, the limited knowledge which I have never encountered upon any ahadith or issues between in-laws and the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, to be more specific. And it has been in just recent years, like I was hearing to a Muslima marriage coach that time, and she said that, 2/3 of the issues which come to her of marital issues are mainly because of the in-laws. So I sometimes not tend to realize what is the issue which has come about with this thing which has newly come about. And second thing which when I as a Muslim, as a student of knowledge, try to look up to scholars for an answer, there is a major divide. So at one end you have, at the eastern end you have the Asian scholars, whom I hear and respect, and they are like, treat your in-laws like your parents. And in fact, some even went to the extreme of mentioning that, there is rights, like the rights of your parents are the same as the rights of your in-laws. It's the same. Though it's not directly mentioned in the hadith, but it's actually the same, because when you enter a new home, and the elders, they are your parents now. And then on the other hand, I hear the Western scholars who completely disregard this fact, and in fact they believe that whatever a woman, if she refuses to not stay with her in-laws and not serve them, then that's her right, and the husband should obey her in that regard, and it's not to be considered bad at all. And in fact, whatever work she is actually serving them is a ihsan. So now I think majority of the people who are in the situation, you have people moving to two extreme poles. So what do you think is the right approach a person should have in this regard? How do you treat your in-laws?
The right approach, if you ask me, is using the hikmah. And using hikmah would only come if you ask dua. And see, we know facts like that say that your in-laws are not your parents. You don't have to take care of them as how you are taking care of your parents. That's a fact. Because they don't have the same equal footing as your parent. So this is a fact. But coming from a Desi culture, if we are going to stay in this place where we are living with our in-laws, and the society is built like that, so we cannot say to our mother-in-law, no, I'm not going to do it because it's not my right. I mean, it's not my duty. It's not your right. I'm not going to do it. You can't say like that, because that breaks relationship. So if you're in that situation, always use hikmah, and it's always, as my sister, she used to say, she used to frame it like this, as taqwa over fatwa. Fatwa is existing, it's true, right? But then we also have taqwa. We need to have taqwa.
Yeah.
And so if you're doing something, check your intention. What are you doing it for? Who are you doing it for? Is it for Allah? Because that's the reward is 100% guaranteed. You know you're going to get your reward.
Yeah.
Is it just like, for the sake of dunya? So it always depends on where you are, where you are living your life and what kind of a situation. And because that's when it'll affect your life. Islam is made for your life, right? It's for your life. It's for your benefit. Islam is not for the benefit of Allah. It's for our benefit. So if we use Islam to our benefit, then that's when we will improve our life in this life and in the hereafter.
Alhamdulillah, that was really nice. I think that approach is very, very essential, because the way people are turning into these two poles, it makes people confused. So that, alhamdulillah, was great, mashallah.